more decimal places. Get two should be enough. Okay, 31%.
Yeah, that's what I got.
There we go. So there are the percentages. Not, they ramp up towards the end. And this is why I want to get data from you guys. Because we're not going to have enough time to run it again. I mean, we can if we want to. I don't have no problem with it again.
Stable though.
But I'd love to get, if every one of you could do this once, and then send me, like basically now hit save on the spreadsheet and then email it back to me, I could take all that data and put it into one big mass spreadsheet and see what we see as far as if there are, what I'll do is I'll put like your guys in the next one, the next one, the next one, and then like look across trial one after opening 6 briefcases. Is there a common percentage being offered there? Is there a common percentage being offered here? And then we can just kind of run with it that way, and then based on that, there might not be. But maybe there is, I don't know. There's gotta be an algorithm that's generating these numbers. There's a computer doing that, right?
Yeah.
The guy with the phone, he's fiction. He doesn't actually exist. He's up there checking his email.
How do you know that?
Yeah, you need to know.
Because,
What are the odds of him actually being
oh, he's there. Oh, no, he's there. But he's not doing this. He is sitting there with the phone on his ear, but he is not doing the math. There is some algorithm, and I think we can crack it if we get enough data points. Please, guys.
Well, I guess if it's solely math, you could possibly find, some algorithm or something.
We're going to try to anyway.
But if in here, because it's like online or computer or whatever, that really our emotion or whatever doesn't play into it.
Not at all.
But in real life,
That's what I was wondering.
and this is kind of off topic, but a couple of years ago, I got a guy hit my car.
Yes.
And I went in, they totaled the car out. They gave me like $400 more than the car was worth.
Yes.
I was like, why did you guys do that? And they're like, it's better to give somebody a little bit more money to make them feel like they got a good deal than it is to undercut them, because then it's going to be like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. So,
Can I add on to that?
yeah.
That most likely was not a unique situation to you that's
Oh, yeah.
across the board.
Yeah, no,
Right? So that's part of an algorithm, is what I'm talking about. And that hopefully will be represented in here. I'm with this guy. I agree. I agree. And you gotta remember something, friends. Even if you play this game all the way to the end, you all the way with a penny, that's more money than you had when you started. I mean, it's not like you're not paying an ante to play this game. They pull you out of the audience and they give you the ticket for free to go to the show anyway, right? So you're earning at least a penny off the bat. The question is, even though it's a freebie, could we maximize the amount of money we win on the game with a strategy? And that's the question I don't know the answer to. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to find it. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. But somewhere there's an algorithm that governs how much they give you over and above. Whether it's a percentage, whether it's a fixed dollar or not, I don't know what it is. But somewhere it exists. You're right, brother. I'm not doubting you. You're absolutely correct. Please, Echo.
I've been in 2 wrecks in the last 3 years.
Okay?
None were my fault.
Plus on distribution.
Yeah.
Very good.
None of them were my fault, but the attorney that I talked to actually talked to me about how they figure insurance.
No, good.
The payout. They do the value of the damage,
Okay.
and then like 3% or 3 to 5% extra.
Okay. So the wiggle room.
Yeah, and then at the end of the year, all of the insurance companies come together and negotiate how much they're paying one another
I
to
gotcha.
balance it out.
So that becomes our guess and check we talked about before. It's that constant refinement of the results.
They have a little bit more wiggle room with personal
Yes.
injury protection.
Absolutely.
The first one, my husband and I each got $2,000 paid plus our medical costs.
Yes.
But the second one, I was 4.5 months pregnant.
Oh,
I
wow.
paid $4,000 myself.
I got you. So then we can override the algorithm, so to speak, in this. As soon as you start talking about, you ever see the movie Fight Club? The scene at the beginning of that movie where, oh, FYI, what state in the U.S. did it take place in?
Ohio, please.
Nope.
Washington.
Nope.
I think.
Where am I from?
Oh,
Delaware. That
Delaware.
takes place in Delaware. How ridiculous is that? Delaware. Why would you put that movie in Delaware? Great.
Jersey.
There's one in Newcastle. I'm like, wait a minute, Newcastle.
Jersey.
Well, Jersey's almost as small.
They should have put it there.
But there's a scene at the beginning of that movie where Ed Norton is sitting on the plane with Brad Pitt, and he's explaining. Brad Pitt's explaining to it. Brad Pitt is explaining to it before you realize what's going on. That he works for an insurance company, and he's like, yes, you take the cost, you take the probability of an accident times the average amount of payout times some other likelihood. Multiply them all together and call that ABC. AB times this equals X. If that's less than what it costs the company to do something about it, then you don't do anything about it. And what they're explaining is what happened with the Ford Pinto back in the 80s. The Ford Pinto, and Ford caught flack for this, and they should have. The Ford Pinto had an exploding gas tank problem. But they calculated that it was cheaper to simply pay out the lawsuits than to fix the problem. And once that leaked, and this is before the internet was as ubiquitous as it was, that leaked, and you can imagine the storm of crap that Ford got for that one. And rightfully so. So I love that Fight Club did a similar calculation and made a little bit of fun with Brad Pitt talking about that. But it does also about making hand grenades out of like orange juice and gasoline or something like that. I love that. It's great, great.
Making soap and taking the excess glycerin off it.
That's what it is.
They're taking human fat, so they're selling the soap that is made from their fat to the people.
Have I told you guys this is my favorite class ever? Because of things like that. Love it. So anyway, I will get the Excel spreadsheet. I'm gonna mass email it to you guys. I'll save this data and we'll add your guys' data to it, and then we'll see maybe next week if we can figure out somehow to break the bank. I don't know, or at least maximize the bank's payouts. Yeah, Cheryl.
Were you gonna add one more column that said like how many suitcases?
I will, because that'll be uniform across the board. Because every